Hello, guys. We are here once more at superpop.tv, and today we have one more band. And from the US, it's Pagan Lust with American accent. Some are from New York, and some of the members are from other states. We are going to talk with them right now. Hello, guys. Just let us know where you are and who you are.
Start off,
We can
Burn.
start with Rick.
Okay, I'm Rick Bro. I play the bass and harmonica in Pagan Lust. I'm originally from New Hampshire, but I've been living out here in Colorado for about 23 years, and we all live in the mountains of Colorado, and we love it.
Great. Next one,
Uh,
Burn.
yeah, I'm Bern Moore. I'm the lead singer for Pagan Lust and living up in the mountains of Grand County, Colorado.
Great. Hardcore.
I'm hardcore. I'm the guitarist, and I write a lot of the material.
Great. And Byron.
My name is Byron. I am the drummer and play a few other little piddly things here and there. I'm originally from Southern Oklahoma, which is where I am right now, visiting my family. But I also live in Northern Colorado with the rest of the guys.
Great. And I am Will Lissel from the UK in the North region from Yorkshire. And we are just having interviews with a lot of independent artists from around the world. And this is amazing because it's really, really quality work, quality music with a very good quality. And we are talking about rock right now, but obviously with some mix of different music genres. So that's really interesting, and I want to know more about this new release. It's an album, right?
It is
Correct.
How,
full
how
album.
many tracks? How many tracks?
Is there 11? 11 on the album?
11 tracks
11
on the
tracks.
album.
Okay, that's amazing. We are going to explore the Spotify in some minutes, and also a live presentation that's on your YouTube channel. We are going to do that on screen because I want the audience to see that out also. So for those who want to check about your material, your portfolio online, just go to your social networks and also Spotify. Let me check here.
Yes. We're also on Apple Music as well, if anybody uses Apple Music.
Great. So if they go to YouTube, it's Pagan Lust, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
Instagram, Pagan Lust Music. Spotify, Pagan Lust. SoundCloud, Pagan Lust. And also website, paganlust.com.
That's
Yep.
right.
Great.
And besides the album, we also have a single out of kind of a revamped "Happy Birthday" song
Mhm.
that people could. We're hoping that people will send to each other on their birthdays, but it's a birthday song slightly twisted. To our
Do
kids.
what you do. Do what you do because you'll be dead soon. Happy birthday.
Oh my God. For real? Is it like that?
Yeah. So that's our single that people could send out in addition to checking out our album.
And that's
Great.
available. That's available on the YouTube channel as well.
Oh, they want to be listening to that one as well from Spotify on screen in some minutes. We are going to test that. Let's see if it's really, really good. So, guys, for those watching, don't just go to the social networks and also Spotify, but also follow. That's the most important. If you want to support those artists we are going to promoting here, always go to social networks, also Spotify, follow, and also place their songs on your playlist, your personal playlist. That's the most important because then when they release new album, new tracks, new music, you are going to receive a notification. So you can just keep going as soon the artists have new releases during the year. So, let's go to your Spotify right now. Is there any song that you could suggest me um,
I think
above
on the
above
new
the last
album.
release?
Yeah, on the new album, I think we put "Dispossessed" as the first track because I think it was kind of unanimous that it really does a good job of demonstrating we're all over the place musically. I'm kind of like a jazzy bluesy, crazy bass player and harmonica. Byron is a music teacher, plays all kinds of instruments, hardcore, plays guitar, and he and I play jazz together on the side. And Byrne is, kind of goth that listen to his voice, and we like to just blend these styles and kind of allow ourselves to come out in the different ways that we are. And I think that song, it hits you in the face, but it also shows you what we're capable of. And anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Great. So the album name is Come Salami Mommy.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay. Can you just pronounce that with the American accent?
Do you want it from the southern U.S.? It's Tommy Salami Mommy.
Okay, Come Salami Mommy. All right. What's the meaning of that? No, I'm curious. I have to ask.
Yeah, I think Byron came up with that.
Byron came out with the title, but it was kind of out of the lyrics of Dispossessed, the song that Rick just mentioned. And that song was basically, I just read The Dispossessed by Ursula Le Guin, the famous science fiction writer. So it's kind of based off of the anarchist communist values of that book.
Right. Okay.
But it comes off, but you don't have to have all that background. It comes off as just a rich versus working class kind of song. So it's very accessible, even though it came from, some heavy science fiction literature.
Yeah, I think that there's a common theme in all of our songs, and when you see a band name like Pagan Lust and and that sort of thing, and our style, I think when you look deeper into the lyrics, you'll see that there's a common theme of, where is compassion going, where is humanity going, where is common sense kind of going, and I think we try to, if you listen to our lyrics, they're often pretty thoughtful.
Okay, so there is some content behind. It's not just only music or only rock or only noisy. It's there is some content behind the lyrics that people need to pay attention and understand the meaning, the real meaning. What about the Pagan Lust name? Where it came from?
Burn.
Yeah, I think that when we first got together, when we realized the sort of music that we are gravitating towards, sort of darker themes, darker subject matter, still very cerebral. So we're looking for something, a name that sort of captured all of that, that sort of had a mystique behind it. And well, we were still all trying to, still getting to know each other. And one thing I had realized straight off, you know, four individuals that all live in the mountains. They were all tremendous lovers of nature and the outdoors and things like that. And I thought, what better way to represent that than the concept of paganism, which is, and oftentimes, seen as a deep reverence to Mother Nature and the natural world. And the lust side of it, just showing sort of, the passion for what we have, for what we do.
Great. If you talk about the real meaning of pagan, I am in Yorkshire, and this was the place where the witches were living before and
Right.
burned during
Yeah.
the Inquisition.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we'd like to play at some of those historical sites then.
Yes,
That
You
was
should
great.
come to the UK, of course. I would be there. Of course.
we would love to play the
We
UK.
would love to play the UK.
You should come to the north because obviously London is better for opportunities. But to be honest, there is a lot of rock bands in the north region, and they are really, really active. So you should come to this region too and explore that. I
Yes,
We'd
think
love
you are
to.
going to have a good audience here.
we would love to, and we would love for
Love
your viewers and listeners to spread the word and push the name, because we'd be tickled to come across and do some shows.
Great. We are going to be
Our streaming
waiting.
statistics- just based on our streaming statistics, it seems that a very large percentage of our listeners happen to be in the UK. So we'd love to be out there either way.
That's perfect. So let's explore your Spotify now. So you said Dispossessed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash in my pocket and yours have been. My food for gold, take this half on mint. Roll into wealth, sorry to take go your way. Out of this property and raising your rent. Do all the grunt work, I'll pay you in cents. On my yacht, the only way to spend the day. You wanted quality decree from what he's able to his needs. Shut up, you little anarchist Bobby. You have not spoken right to your Bobby. You lazy worker, society you feel so oppressed. So oppressed. Go home, you little anarchist Bobby. You can wait another day for some salami. You're too beneath me. You're the dispossessed. You're the dispossessed. I say that milk is fortune all by myself. Who are you to say I'm taking some help? Now my hands are all who played the track. Indebted to the institution that schooled me, and public services assisting your truly. They're all free, so why should I pay them back? You want equality decreed from what he's able to his needs. Shut up, you little anarchist Bobby. You have not subscribed to your mommy. You lazy worker, society feels so oppressed. So oppressed. Go home, you little anarchist Bobby. You can wait in line all day for some salami. You're too beneath me. You're the dispossessed. You're the dispossessed. People are lazy and selfish by human nature. Wage labor keeps mankind in line. You think you'll move them by communal motivation. Humanity will fall behind. What is some kind of Robin Hood? That I should sacrifice for the greater good. Don't you dare take the time away from me. The ancients almost with the underlings. What kind of maniac would think of such things? No competition. How did the society thrive? You want equality decreed from what he's able to his needs. Shut up, you little anarchist Bobby. You have not so crying to your mommy. You lazy worker, society you feel so oppressed. So oppressed. Go home, you little anarchist Bobby. You can wait a little day for some salami. You're too beneath me. You're the dispossessed. You're the dispossessed. You're the dispossessed.
Wow,
Hey, Will.
man, that
So,
was crazy.
so just to kind of show viewers a little bit of the versatility, will you play like 10 seconds of the next song?
No, we are going to go through the next song. I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say because
cannot
it's got
do
Byron on the flute.
that. So
Yeah,
you're
so
saying
we go from that driving kind of sound right to a gentle flute kind of opener.
this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So can we play like full, or you want just 10 seconds?
Oh, what?
I prefer full,
All
but
right.
not now because I have some questions.
Yeah. I have some questions.
Okay, so I just realized that your songs are present in more than 5 different playlists, and if people are just keeping those songs on the playlist, it's because they like it. Obviously, It's doesn't make sense to keep songs in playlists if you don't like it. But those are not your own playlists. It's the user's playlist, and I can see some playlists are classic rock, others are punk rock and hard rock. Do you have songs that are exploring those music genres inside the rock, like subgenres, or it's just hard rock or punk rock?
100%. And I think as we trickle through the album and listeners dig into both albums, Societal Plague and Kami, you're going to find that going back to what Rick talked about, that widespread of influences in the way we play and the way we play together, and then what we write based off of Corey's ideas and skeletons, and then how we meld everything together. So we people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, you're in a band, and what kind of band is it?" And I just say rock band, because if you pick a track, you go, "Oh, it's a punk band." If you pick a track, you'd almost go, "Oh, it's like a rockabilly band." It just depends on the track you pick.
I love it. I love that exploration because then you are reaching a different audience also on Spotify and all music stores, Apple Music, etc. And this is what makes the band more dynamic, in my opinion. I like it. So, what about your personal preference? The kind of rock you like personally, all of you.
I listen to a lot of Beethoven, and I listen to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and I
Wait,
listen to a lot of Quincy
which
Jones.
one? The first one?
Uh, Beethoven.
Really?
Yeah, I love classical music. I play upright bass as well, with a bow
Oh my
and
God,
jazz
that's
and stuff.
good.
So I love Beethoven. I listen to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and I listen to a ton of Quincy Jones.
Wow. Okay, the other ones?
Man, I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of 311, which is sort of a reggae rock band from originally from Nebraska and then SoCal, like a lot of bands in the United States.
Oh, wait. SoCal is South Carolina?
Oh, I'm sorry, Southern California.
You don't know that. I
Yeah.
just know because I was talking to people from there and I was like, what? What's
Oh
that?
yeah, SoCal is Southern California, the LA, Orange County, LA metropolitan. That's where a lot of rock outfits come out of. But yeah, a lot of 311, a lot of different jazz. I listen to probably out of the group, I listen to the most sort of electronic pop. I really love a band called Saint Lucia. I listen to a couple of sort of throwback bands like the War on Drugs, a lot of Lord Huron, which are really big sort of folky bands in the U.S. scene right now and worldwide, honestly. So, and then heavy stuff, Pantera, Metallica, Finch. I mean, I could go on and on, but pretty broad.
Wow, you are a big mix. It's just two members until now, and we got like from classic music to folk, passing through hard rock. And
Mhm.
okay, let's go. So the next one.
I have a pretty solid classic rock kind of background, but my iPod today is basically a 50-50 split between early punk, like a lot of first wave and a lot of 80s hardcore on both sides of the pond. And the other half is old school jazz with a lot of Frank Zappa in the middle. So I'm a lot of punk and jazz 50-50 mix, but I listen to a lot of Frank Zappa. He's one of my biggest musical inspirations, I'd say.
Okay, Burn, you are the last one.
Yeah, I probably bounce around between a lot of classical, um, blues, and reggae. And I guess if I had to pick a band that was one of my biggest influencers, would probably the goth metal band Typo Negative.
I'm just speechless because no, for real, reggae, classic music, and everything in
Yeah,
between. amazing, guys. That's amazing. That's why we have quality music here. You have a lot of different backgrounds and influences, and that's really really good. Let's go to the second song.
Diego.
Somebody's just listening to a different song now.
Give me 1 second. Diego. Interview.
I will not put the second song until he comes back because I want to listen.
He's got to go lay down the law.
Right.
Sorry about that.
So let's go to Feats. Right? Feats?
Sounds good.
Different. I'm just relaxing here.
We all heard the tales back when we were young. Trolls they cause nightmares in everyone. Creeps up from the water with its severed heads. New reports just in, another city dead. You know your fate is sealed when you face a street eye. Sound every alarm, call the National Guard. Must have come up from her, it's a demon spawn. Nicest creature come to rain down on mankind. Isn't nothing to save us along the side. Crowds trampling the weak that were bounded behind. It only feeds at night. You're only safe in the daylight. What a terrible fright. And you'll never be the same. No, never turn out the lights. They protect you from evil. It wants to face your soul. Whoa. Let's attack it with lasers, not severing heads. Drop some bombs from above, try to rip it to threads. Trace the beast back home to its crowds and below. We're safe once more if this prison will hold. But if it's free again, its angry vengeance will flow. It only feeds at night. You're only safe in the daylight. Oh, what a terrible fright. And you'll never be the same. No, never turn on the lights. They protect you from evil. It wants to feast your soul. Your soul. It on the beats at night. You're always safe in the daylight, but a terrible fright. And you'll never be the same, no. Never turn out the lights. They protect you from evil. It wants to feast your soul.
Wow, that's crazy. I love it. For real.
Thank you.
Incredible. Guys, can you imagine a live performance? We need you in the UK. Come on, guys.
We have some fun live too. That's for sure. We just we like to have fun, and I think, by the way, a unique thing I think about this band is the writing style, and it's kind of unique. It's the opposite. Like, I know we all know a lot of musicians because we're musicians, and often when musicians write, they have in their mind kind of what they want the song to sound like, what they hope for a finished product, and give direction to members, and then let them off, right? Well, when Hardcore writes a song, he gives us this, like, kind of ghetto recording of him, banging away on an acoustic guitar and howling. You know what I mean? So you
With
can
a lot
kind
of
of get
with a
the
lot of
idea.
road noise in the background as well.
Yeah, there's road noise. You can hear the Route 40 in the background there, the road.
Yeah,
Uh, we get
sports. Yeah.
yeah, we get these ghetto things, and then call it like some soft clay, you know. And at that point, we have, like, he hardly ever says anything after that. It's Byron has full control over percussion and all of that. I got full control over bass. I want to bring some harmonica in. We do harmonies, that sort of thing, and burn. So it's really that's, I think, one of the reasons why you kind of hear it have different kind of feels, is because when we get it, we have full, like, I have full. That's why the bass lines are so fun in this album, is because I wanted to have some fun on the bass lines, and I get to. So that's kind of the beauty of it, I think.
Well, I can say that that fun is expressed through the music, and that energy just comes through even Spotify. It's not live, but we still get that, that energy when we are listening to. So I was almost jumping in my chair because I wanted to have fun too. I could feel that, and that's really interesting.
I was jumping in my chair a few times during that song.
I saw it.
I think I'm going to check this band out. They sound so good.
I've got my P bass deluxe behind me, and I'm sitting here listening to it. I'm like, all I want to do is grab my bass and, like, play along with it. Good opportunity to get a good pro. It's just fun to play. If you're a bassist and you listen to this album, you're gonna, if you decide you want to learn some of the lines on it, it is fun to play.
Yeah.
Great. So for those who want to explore Pagan Lust portfolio, just go to YouTube, Pagan Lust, and all social networks are the same name, like Instagram, Spotify, SoundCloud, and their website, paganlust.com. Is it correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we're easy to find. So start searching and put it on your car and in your office and in your house, and crank it up loud.
And obviously save to your playlist because they have, like, the new album. They have 11 new tracks just to be explored by you guys, rock lovers. And talking about live performance, we have some videos on your YouTube channel, right?
Correct.
Okay, we are going to the YouTube channel now and watch that music video. Is it odd?
Yes, this is from Societal Plague. It's track 5, I think. 5 or 6, right in the middle of the album. That right, guys?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is
this is
fun.
a really especially interesting song because the main heart of odd is odd time signatures. So this was really challenging to write. It the verse goes back and forth between 5/4 and 4/4, and then the chorus is in 7/4. So this was a really challenging song to not only write but even to learn how to play with these guys.
This is one of my favorite songs to play, whether live or in rehearsal. It's always the one where when I see it in the set list or somebody calls it out rehearsal, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Let's get our hands dirty.
Great.
Yeah. And this is a side stage shot, I think, for most of this. So it's a little bit of a weird angle, but it's a fun one.
Great. Can we play now?
Yeah.
She wants to know. I'm so long. All our souls. Is it something that I can do? It will wake me up. I gotta keep my nose open.
Wow, wow, wow. That's incredible.
Join the Pixel
I
Film
just
Studio.
loved it. For real. For real. Guys, I just want to ask something. When you started like mixing hardcore with like guttural voice with some blues rhythm inside, and the other track like Feeds, there is a jazz thing on behind of the rock too. When we started like mixing that, because that it's really interesting.
I think, like Rick was saying before, I mean, look, when you asked us all of the range of backgrounds of our music. So when I bring something in, and I just throw it in front of these guys, all those different genres start coming out, and then like ROI on the first album is this really heavy blues, like a very strong, hard blues kind of song. And then in the middle, it just kind of stops on a dime. And, we're like a jazz nightclub kind of band for the bridge. And
And
then
there
we
is
come
the
back out.
Burns guttural voice too.
What's
Mhm.
that?
Burns guttural voice too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unwanted Man on the first album is the same way. It's almost you almost feel like you're in like a almost like a country rockabilly club when it starts, and then it takes off a totally different, it veers off the highway and goes a different direction, but it has those influences. And I think it's like a lot of people. I think if you dropped, even if you took the four of us and you will, and we all dropped into, say, an art museum and there was a painting and we all stared at it, we're all going to get a different meaning and a different feel from what we're seeing. And so I think we do a lot of that with our music, where hardcore comes in with, like we talked about, a rough recording, usually just on his phone, and then we sit down and start kind of tinkering through it, and somebody will go, why don't we go faster here? Why don't we drop down the dynamics and get soft here? Why don't I take the drums out for 2 bars? I mean, there's all kinds of ideas, and um, different than some bands I've played in before, and I think I speak for the other guys. There's not a lot of it's very rare that somebody just says no. It's very rare. There's always everybody is open to putting ideas, and I feel like I'm notorious for I'll throw in ideas even if I don't think they're a great idea, because it might spur, maybe I go, hey, and then the other guys go, now we don't like that, but it makes Rick think of something or Burn think of something, and all of a sudden we've zigzagged around the cones and we're into something cool that was almost born out of maybe not a great idea, if that makes sense.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think a good example of how we, to your point, how we kind of work with each other versus through each other in a way, is like the beginning of Public Opinion, right? When that song just kind of starts out, just kind of it's guitar, where it's my first instinct was, not even as a bass player, it was like, just to like put some blues harmonica in it, just like he's doing that. I know. I mean, that's my natural thing, is to be kind of bluesy on top of what he was doing, and I think that's just kind of, and then Byron throw a great beat on it, and it's just we just have fun.
Mm.
Yeah, at every corner, we're looking to pervert these songs as much as possible. And that's I think our main goal.
Yeah.
And Rick especially is good at, hey, wouldn't it mess with the listener very well if we did this? And then I usually say, yeah, let's do that.
Well, look, I can give you my opinion because I am the owner of a music distribution platform that's pophits.co. This platform is for independent artists, and we have a lot of independent artists uploading new music for 150 music stores worldwide. Okay, so the variety is huge, but there is many just repeating things or using the technology they have at home sometimes to record very similar from what we already have. And then we see bands like yours mixing, as you said, country with rock, jazz with rock, blues with rock, and taste. I'm saying taste because I know it struck the ears, but taste in a very different way. It's like going to a restaurant here in England and then you experiment a very different food. You never saw that, but even being something totally new,
Mm.
good. And you come back. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna do now. Follow this, guys, because we love it.
Thank you.
Follow. And also, I will put some songs in our rock playlist. Thanks, guys, for this amazing work you are doing. For real, we just love it.
Thank you.
You talked about the previous release that was this album.
Yes.
So it's from 2021 during the pandemic, right?
Yes, more or less. Yeah.
What is that about?
Hardcore.
Right.
Well, the whole album, I think the title really portrays the album, and what Rick was saying before about, how we sing a lot about angst and problems in the world. So Societal Plague was a pretty obvious title for us. And yeah, there's a lot of that on this album. Eyes Not We's, is about where we're going as a society based on how we've evolved. Unwanted Man, Mine is all about greed. ROI, is about relationship hurt as well. Woke is, of course, us ripping on Vern. How do you like to say that? The
cancel
This is about
culture.
the woke culture.
The keyboard warrior in mom's basement.
Yeah, the keyboard warriors hiding out in their grandma's basements.
Yeah, I love the way Vern says that. So, we've got like a lot of calling out society on this album. But then we've got a lot of fun stuff too. Like Grease Truck is simply about eating crappy food off a grease truck and how awesome that is,
What is Lucifer about?
Lucifer, that's kind of my take of Frank Zappa's I'm the Slime, where he's talking about I'm the media and you're under my control. Except in my case, I kind of made it a bit more Buddhist-y, where, if you're walking around unaware, then kind of the evil in your mind is kind of running you, if that makes sense.
Okay, great.
So it's kind of like a be more conscious kind of thing, or else fall prey to, the toxic thinking of this world, I guess.
Okay. And from this album, this is the previous album from 2021. And which one is the track with country mixed with rock?
Probably Unwanted Man.
But that was ROI, wasn't that what you're talking about? No?
ROI was like lounge music, and I think
Yeah.
Unwanted Man had more of a country.
Oh,
flavor
okay,
to it.
yeah. And also I would think ROI would have the most unusual beginning.
Yeah.
Where is it? This one?
That's Unwanted. ROI is track 9.
Okay.
They're both solid. We want everybody to love them equally.
Yeah, Unwanted Man will show you a lot of our diversity.
Sorry, say again.
Unwanted Man will show you a lot of our diversity. And as you already heard from those first few notes, it starts with circus music as well.
Yeah.
So there's everything in this song.
So it's going to be a surprise. All right, let's go.
I sing the ode to life, absurd, with acid trips of every word. A freak that no one does understand. Feast your eyes on the unwanted man. I forgo the sun to embrace the night. I start my day by kissing the moonlight. I walk the streets in solitary, shoulders wrapped in melancholy, the path of the unwanted man. From behind a book, this creature will lurk. No perfect smile, just a devilish smirk. Don't send me no RSVP. I'm social arsenic and I'll poison your party. I am the unwanted man. Gather round, gather round. I'm unwanted. Step right up and see. I'm unwanted. The world's great oddity. I'm unwanted. And there's nothing I'd rather be than the unwanted man. I share the gloom of a mortician. Won't impress me with intoxication. And I don't care for your politics or your crucifix. The life of the unwanted man. Gather round, gather round. I'm unwanted. Step right up and see. I'm unwanted. The world's great oddity. I'm unwanted. And there's nothing I'd rather be than the unwanted man. I'm sick of a world so shallow and thin, with character as deep as its skin. Sick of immediate gratification, sick of the constant manipulation. I'll remain the unwanted man. Gather round, gather round. I'm unwanted. Step right up and see. I'm unwanted. The world's great oddity. I'm unwanted. And there's nothing I'd rather be than the unwanted man.
Perfect. Perfect. I just love it. Guys, for real. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow.
That
I,
was a
I can imagine for
that was
real.
that was a fun one. Now, keep me honest, boys. But my recollection was when Corey gave this one to us, okay, it just said circus beginning, circus end, and then there was the song. And so we worked on the song and we kind of built the song. And I'm like, what is this circus beginning? He's like, well, we'll get to that. And what's the circus end? Oh, we'll get to that. So we like learned this song pretty much. We had the song mostly down, and finally we're like, what? The circus beginning? Like, what is it? And he's like, okay, and because he wasn't quite sure what he wanted, and he was we had the chords to it, and I just was playing around with this weird, creepy, like bass little ditty, and it kind of gets stuck in our head. And then Byron, we pulled out the auxiliary percussion with the vibra slap and the slide whistle,
slide whistle. Yep.
and just kind of tried to turn it into this circus sounding thing. And we're in the studio recording it, and it sounded just a little empty or something. And I had another gig down in Denver, and I happened to have an upright bass in my car, because I had, we're doing the studio down there, but then I had another gig with a different band. And I said, hey, I bet an upright bass would sound really good right here and would fill it in. And I said, I got one in my car. And Hardcore said no one ever, who's got an upright bass in the back of their car. But anyway, it worked out perfect. And that song just kind of layered with what, what Byron did with the drums and auxiliary percussion. And then live, Burn does the auxiliary percussion when we do that song live. And anyway, it was just a hoot, real to build.
Yeah, the circus intro was actually Burn's idea. So he sends me this YouTube video that's 8 hours. Seriously, an 8-hour YouTube video of creepy circus music, of evil circus music. So I put it on. I started chasing my wife around the house with it and terrorizing her. But it was pretty dramatic research for this song.
You got some inspiration from that 8 hours then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Burn had some fun with me along the way, I guess.
Yeah.
I just loved that blend because it's so how can I say, it's surprising. I wasn't expecting anything from those mixed all together, and when I was almost relaxing, I just got the guitar riffs and I was wow. It's comes like I get excited listening to that, and at the same time relaxing. It's incredible, guys. It's this kind of music is not only to listen, and you have to pay attention on all that dynamic behind of that track, for example, with very good earphones, and enjoy the experience. It's for an experience. It's just not just listening to music. And I love this kind of work, and
It's like an auditory haunted house. You kind of keep your guard up a little bit.
And if you smoke weed, probably it's gonna be even better.
I think you might be right. No, but that is a very we appreciate that comment. That's a very thoughtful comment, and that's exactly what we're trying to get across, is that we're, with headphones, it is kind of fun because we don't have any layered guitars or anything like that, and it's really very raw and tight.
Great. So you are making music, as I said, music for experience. For those who want to explore that, just go to social networks, all social networks, Pagan Lust, and website paganlust.com. Is it right?
Yes,
that's right.
Right. So they can go to Instagram, to Spotify, to SoundCloud, and also the website. Perfect. And what about Facebook?
We are on Facebook as well.
Is it Pagan Lust too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Only Instagram is Pagan Lust music, right?
Pagan Lust music, right?
Okay, good. We have to finish the interview now. That's a shame. But yeah, because I could just be exploring your portfolio and talking about those songs and how you did for more hours, but we have to finish. Right, guys, it's an honor for us to have you here, and I will give some space for you to give a message to those that will become your fans watching this interview. Those who they are just discovering you right now.
Well, first of all, a huge thank you to you for having us and investing the time and a great interview platform. This is smooth. We've done some that have not been as smooth, and you're a top-notch outfit going on there. So thank you. And I would say absolutely, put that crown on. Please keep listening, spread the word in the UK and worldwide. And for listeners, just when you listen, get deep into the albums, because I would say we are a band that, because we have a diverse sound, there may be a track that you don't like, and there may be one that you can't stop playing. Whereas some bands, you can listen to the first 3 or 4 tracks and you go, I got the vibe of this band. You need to listen to all of both albums to get the vibe, because the vibe is broad. So dig into the album, throw on the good headphones, put it on in your car, put it on in your office, and listen. Listen with intent, and get into the tracks, because they are deep, and they're raw, and they're clean, and they're diverse. So there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of different types of listeners.
Amazing. Any other message from the other members?
No, I would just echo that if the first song anybody hears from us, if they don't like that, then definitely try a few others, because as you've seen throughout this interview, we're pretty much all over the place genre-wise. I mean, you could pick a second song and it would be completely unexpected from what you've heard in the first song.
Yes. Yeah, I think that, echoing what the gentleman said, obviously, but I also think listen to, in not just promoting us, but listen to music you wouldn't normally listen to. Just listen to different types of music, and I go all over the boards. I listen to a lot of Latin music and stuff like that too. I just listen to different kinds of music, because you'll probably find that there's a lot more out there that you like, and you're not gonna. If you keep eating the vanilla ice cream, you're not going to know how good Rocky Road is, baby.
Great. Burn.
I want to thank you, Will, for taking the time to speak with us. It's been a great
No,
time.
wait. Look, his voice is just amazing. Everyone just speaking normally, and he comes, oh, yeah. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, Will, and to invite all of your viewers to come and reach out. Not only to listen to our music, but we love talking about music. So definitely reach out, email info@paganlust.com. Any of our social media platforms, reach out. We love to talk music. Give us your thoughts, give us your feedback. We love it all. Positive, negative, doesn't matter to us.
Great, perfect. Thank you very much, guys. We are going to publish an article about the band, about the album. We are going to mention the previous album too, and also attach this interview at the end of this article. Okay, right? Perfect. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Will.
much,
Thank
and
you.
see you next time. Stay online, because I'm gonna speak with you. Okay.